I think that when we talk about the digital future, it's all encompassing in every aspect of our lives, socializing, working, learning, and communicating with each other. I think that the generations before have learned a lot as technology has advanced and integrated itself into our lives. Young people are taking for granted this digital environment, digital culture. What we need to do is to ensure that through the intergenerational dialogue, we can maintain the value of humanity. We can maintain the nurturing and culture that we have had in the past from our grandparents, our grandmothers, our mothers, and our aunts and uncles. This whole inclusive thinking and submersion into humanity is essential for the digital future. Children have become very self-obsessed. Unfortunately, you see a lot of people using social media, even at the dinner table, and hiding the phones in schools. So it's becoming a challenge to balance the digital lives with the normal day-to-day well-being lives of the planet and environment and well-being. So I think by having the intergenerational dialogue, we can have a two-way exchange. We can learn of young people's lived experiences. We are continuously researching children's lived experiences as we develop policies and guidelines for AI, so that it is relevant to what they feel and sense. The perception of the reality that AI is projecting is unattainable in some cases. So when we look at the global south and the north, it is very important that we balance that dialogue also in the leadership conversations. I think women leaders are most important to be at the table because oftentimes they're managing households as well as business and countries. So that a unique opportunity that women's lenses bring, whether it's from the corporation or from the government, is priceless. And when that exchange happens with the next generation, they will have that aha moment, but also the women can create that pipeline to enable the next generation to fast track their values, their ideas, their innovations to the global platform. I think one of the beautiful things I saw today was the diverse role models, young women role models working with AI. In particular, I can reference a young lady called Fatima Nisar from Pakistan, whose friend became blind. And she created an AI-enabled sensor to help her friend. I mean, if that's not a wonderful, impactful social innovation, I don't know what it is. And it was inspiring for all of the audience, the ministers, the private sector, everybody heard this. I think that having young women role models, we have been discussing this for decades, but how do we showcase them? How do we capture them from their local context and environment to inspire their peers that we can actually work in this space as well? We can also creating that platform for them, young role models to be promoted, to be nurtured, to be guided to the next level, to scale global innovation from the grassroots is critical. We don't need to have cookie cutter innovation from the north. We need to have it from the global south as well and from the local communities. And I love needs-based innovation. That is something that's sustainable and will have impact to society and everybody.